Welcome back to Houston Life. Medical conditions like neuropathy or nerve pain can affect more than just your health. It can also affect your quality of life and can make even the simplest of tasks, like getting around the house, more difficult. Here with more on a natural approach to treatment, Dr. Joe Fuhrman and Dr. Abhishek Reddy with Next Genesis Healthcare. Gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Life. Okay, so let's talk about two things to start off. You work with patients who have joint issues, nerve issues. Let's get into neuropathy. What exactly is it, Dr. Fuhrman?
So neuropathy is essentially nerve damage, where the nerves are slowly dying off and your nervous system just isn't functioning properly, right? This is going to cause symptoms like numbness, tingling, burning, balance issues that, like you mentioned, can really affect their quality of life.
And you know about this firsthand because your grandmother suffered with neuropathy.
Yes, she did. She did have diabetic neuropathy. She unfortunately had a bad sunburn on her foot, not knowing that she was getting a sunburn. She did have to have an amputation of her foot.
Oh my gosh.
That then got infected. They took her entire leg after that. And so, I saw firsthand her quality of life just really go down.
And how serious it got, too. I mean, a lot of
Yes.
people think the pain is the worst thing that can happen, but it sounds like in your grandmother's case. I'm so sorry. So what is typically done to treat neuropathy then?
So typically, patients are given medications such as gabapentin or Lyrica, which try to calm the symptoms down, but not really fixing anything. It doesn't stop the progression, doesn't reverse the process, just acts more of like a Band-Aid while the condition overall gets worse.
Okay, and so viewers might be wondering, what is Next Genesis doing for patients that, they've tried a bunch of things that haven't worked? What do you do differently?
Yeah, so at Next Genesis, we're using regenerative medicine. So our goal would be to put the patient's body in the best position to heal itself, using the body's own natural healing mechanisms, right? So we use lots of different treatments, such as laser treatments, acoustic compression, nerve plates for balance, even the patient's own biologics, something called PRP, to help to stop the neuropathy and even reverse it.
Platelet-rich plasma, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm learning this. I know there are several locations in and around the Houston area. Let's hear from one of your patients.
I've come to NextGen for my neuropathy and arthritis I've had in my hand and shoulder. I've been had neuropathy for 8 months, and I've had my arthritis and shoulder pain for years. I had gone to an orthopedic doctor, and they just, don't do too much. They put shots in your arm. Right now, I'm pain-free. My pain level was about 10 out of 10. I'm 0. I'm in no pain. I can do so much more. Neuropathy and my arthritis prevented me from doing many things I like to do and enjoy life, and just being pain-free has helped. I love NextGen. I've even been to physical therapy for my shoulder pain and my hand, and nothing has helped. But let me tell you, NextGen has really turned my life around, and I am just pain-free. I just am enjoying life now. So I love this place, and everybody is so caring here. They're the best.
Okay, I can tell she's a big fan. Let's talk about joint rejuvenation, because I feel like a lot of people, as they age, they just assume, oh, joint pain, this is a natural part of aging, but joint rejuvenation has some really great results. Describe to us, Dr. Reddy, how it works.
Yeah, so pretty much every joint in the body is prone to that wear and tear, that breakdown as we get older, that decrease in that joint space. A lot of the times we help with that joint rejuvenation. Most of the time we deal with peripheral joints, knees, hips, and shoulders, but we also do a lot with the axial joints, so the joints of the spine, the neck, and the back. Some of the things that Dr. Fuhrman had mentioned earlier, like the patient's own biologics, the PRP, the platelet-rich plasma, where we essentially take the growth factors, the healthy cells, and the molecules, and we actually reintroduce them into the joints to promote a healing environment for the patients, to kind of help them with their pain and help, increase their quality of life.
And when it comes to the patients who are coming to you, do you see a lot of people who have been told they're bone on bone, or they're experiencing that bone on bone pain, and maybe they think that, the only option option for them is to continue on steroids or go through surgery?
Yeah, so we see those types of patients every single day. Patients that come in that have been recommended to have surgery but are either unwilling to have surgery or unable to have surgery due to various health conditions or whatever it may be. For these patients, we like to offer them an alternative, a more minimally invasive procedure to kind of help with their pain and improve their functional status with little to no downtime, as opposed to if you were going to have surgery, typically you're going to have to go through the entire rehab recovery process, which takes a little bit longer for the patients to get better.
Okay, so this is a faster treatment process. So can you describe to us, Dr. Reddy, just what is NextGenesis doing for the treatment process?
Yeah, so for the treatment process, as I kind of mentioned earlier, we use advanced therapies in combination with the patient's own biologics. When I say the patient's own biologics, I mean those growth factors, those healthy cells, those molecules that we remove from the patient, we spin them down, concentrate them, and actually reintroduce them into those affected areas, promoting that healing process that I had mentioned.
And so can you be specific about just what those treatments actually are? Because a lot of your patients have already tried physical therapy and a number of other things.
Yeah, so the more traditional treatments that patients go through prior to coming to us are going to be some form of physical therapy, possibly steroid injections, viscosupplementation with gel injections into the knee, or medications, whether that be oral or topical medications. If those treatments fail, typically patients are then referred to go have surgery done. And in those patients that aren't able to or aren't willing to, we offer that alternative with either the platelet-rich plasma or some of the other advanced therapy mechanisms that Dr. Fuhrman had mentioned earlier, in combination to kind of help them, restore that quality of life that they had.
And is it true that after seeing your team, most patients opt not to go into surgery? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even if that was their original plan, or they've been told that's their only option previously?
Yeah, so a lot of patients that we have do actually get very, very good results from our therapies, and with that decrease in pain, increase in mobility, functional status that they do get from us, they choose not to go ahead and pursue with the surgery that they had initially planned to do.
I think that is so interesting, because a lot of people are so frustrated if they feel like this invasive surgery is their only option. Let's hear from another patient.
I was in the process of getting ready to have a knee replacement. My coach told me about NextGen. I made an appointment, came in, and learned some wonderful information. I started my treatments. I have done 5 weeks. Once I came here, I was at a pain level of 10. I'm now 0 of 10. My knee feels wonderful and fantastic. And I thank my doctor and his secretary for all the work they've done for me.
Wow, I mean, I think that's incredible that she opted to not go through with a knee replacement. Is this typical? Is this something you see frequently?
Yeah, we, like Dr. Reddy mentioned, most of our patients, after getting treatment through us, opt not to go through with that surgery after their results with us.
Wow. All right. That is fantastic. Mm-hmm. Dr. Joe Fuhrman, Dr. Abhishek Reddy, great to see you both. Thanks for stopping by Houston Life.
Thanks for having us.
And thanks to some of your patients for their testimonials as well. And NextGenesis Healthcare does have a special offer for Houston Life viewers. The first 50 callers who call and mention Houston Life will receive a free phone consultation with a NextGenesis provider. You can call 832-570-4529, or you can go online, nextgenesishealthcare.com. And Houston Life will be right back.